Hey, today I'd like to get started with with the playthrough of Skytear Horde. We will go through a little of the quick breakdown of the rules and setup. So, if this is your first time going through it, you can be able to basically follow through on what is actually going on. So, Skytear Horde is a deck builder, but it's more of like a tower defense system that they have created. Actually was able to go through this basically, I mean, discover this while just browsing through GameFound, and then found their latest, how to say this, campaign of their new expansion monoliths, which is I actually did back. So hopefully and it was completed, I think 2 days back, 3 days back. So hopefully that arrives in a within less than a year, as well as they said. I actually only did back the not the old gameplay all in one, is just the current player, returning player deluxe option is I believe is the one that I did, just so because I once I actually saw that, and then I was able to find a retail option on my local LGS here, and then picked it up and learned it, loved it, and then now I'm just trying to share the experience maybe and see if you go through with it. So the retail option actually is just has three decks, pre-built decks available. So as you can see from here, this is the ones that they actually want to use for just to start is the Leothan Shapeshifters, and the other one is the Kurumo Warriors, I think is what they said, and I think this is the more advanced one, is the Tower Followers, because if they in their rulebook they basically said that if you are playing for the first time, try not to use this Towlot followers. So for the moment, we will actually follow their system, because I did play it twice already, I think, just trying to understand the rules as much as I can. And then, well, had some errors lots of times, because I think at one point I brought out all versions of the Outsider, which is the main boss, right? And it kicked the hell out of me. Of course, having two versions of it is one way of us making your life miserable in this case. So the way the plays goes is that you will have lanes here that you can place your Alliance cards, which is the one I'm using right now, and then most of the Horde cards, which is the enemy attacking your tower on this side, will be placed on this lanes automatically. The way they summon the hordes is based on this portal, which is what you are trying to destroy, right? You're trying to destroy this portal. It will then rotate. So I think, yes, let's put it that way. Let's put it so this will rotate clock 90 degrees each at any time the round ends. So it will just rotate, and then from this point on it will say how many horde cards is summoned. So we'll try to go through you one by one once I do a quick shuffle of this. Back. Ooh, what is that? That should be there. I think during my last playthrough that happened. Just do a quick shuffle of this as well. Okay, that is great. So how would this turn structure goes is, I can explain to you in a few minutes. Just a minute. Let me clear this up. Okay. So we have tokens here that will help us get started, right? We have like the health tokens that for us, damage tokens and increase tokens. We have 4 minions here available. This basically means are the ones who will actually be milling our deck, because there are two lose conditions here. Is one, if our deck is decked out, if we do decked out, then we have nothing more to draw, and if our castle dies. So how does the turn structure go? So in the first phase basically is a refresh phase. So everything, we gain mana based on the portal that we have here, which is +4. So this goes up here to +4, and then we ready any exhausted cards, which of course we don't have any yet. And after that, we go to the horde phase. The horde phase basically is simple. You check how many horde cards you will be drawing out, and then in this case, so let's do a sample turn, right? So this, in this case, will be a 1, and then you just have to open it, resolve if anything it is. So this one is a monster card, and it says on play. So basically, during the play, when you start putting it, 3 different allies gains -1, and it has taunt. So from saying at the end of the alliance phase, this monster must be engaged. So just a quick description of like how the card works. So from here is their attack, their health. This is their type icon. I don't know. So I think their faction icon, I think. And then this is just the level of the cards, right? Because there will be like a level 1 card, level 2 card, and some will be like epic cards that will have even additional mana for you when they do summon. So this one is a level 1 card, and it says it's on play. It will 2 allies will have -1 counter something. So basically, it'll be a weakened token added to them. But since we are lucky, we have not yet played it. We'll go to the first lane, and from there, just stay there and wait for it. And that is the horde phase. So we resolve any new horde cards, we just did, and then compact all of them. So if in any case you have some horde cards are here or here, they will all move to the left, be compacted on that side. Now it's our turn as a land phase. So the difference with the other Becklers is that you don't draw cards at the beginning of your turn. At the start of your turn, you get 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then you draw cards for any enemy, monsters, or minions that you do defeat. So in this case, we checked our cards. So we have a spell. Looks like another spell, and Korjov, who is a heroic ally, another ally, and a tower. So with regards to cards, there are multiple ones, types basically. There's an ally, there's a tower, there's a spell, and another one is an attachment. Spells are one-off things, while allies are the ones that are static on your which you can place on your lanes, right? Which they can move around. The difference with the other one is the tower is one you can also place, but once placed, stays there on that lane. So the recommendations is for you as a beginner is, if you just get started, right, try to remove anything that isn't an ally. So there's a mulligan rule. You can mulligan as much as you can. So we can mulligan probably 1, 2, 3 spell, and I think we can keep 1 spell. Let's try to keep Corge off, and we remove the tower as well as the big Tuscan Wire and 1 spell. So we put that back in on our deck, shuffle it. Great, shuffle one more time. And draw 3 new cards. One, another high cost one, which is Another high cost one. Wow, lacking options there, and better one. Hey, this is an actually great one, right? So once we have that, we can then play our cards. So I think we're still starting. Now, this is our first round. So this is the alliance. Sorry. Just a minute about it. Just a minute. Think. Great. So we are now in the line phase. I can play this 2-cost ally shapeshifter, right? So we can place it here. Oh wait, sorry. I forgot. There is a setup which is based on the portal. So in this case, each minion gains +1 health tokens, right? So each one will have plus health tokens. Then Onikai and Ratamil minions gains +1. So another one will have another one plus Ratamil, right? And Onikai, another plus. So what does this entail for the minions? Well, the minions actually do stay on the back line. You can pull them, so you can engage them. But if they do stay on the back line, on the, I think there's a purge phase, right? On the purge phase, each health of these tokens will mill you 1 card. So for example, if I didn't defeat any of them at this moment, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards will be milled automatically every turn. So they're a bit of annoyance, and I think that's the main is to try to remove them first so that you don't mill any of your resources at the start of the turn as it goes on, and then just go from there. So, and that's it as well. There's another thing is that our castle has its own abilities, right? So in this case, if we do exhaust it, we pay 1 mana, and then we just choose either of those. So for us, we can actually play Clan of the Wildcat, right? So we play Clan of the Wildcat. The bad thing is he is taunt. He is taunt. So we can't play both Kordrov and Clan of the Wildcat because we only have 4 mana. So we'll be basically losing 6 at the start of the turn, and that is bad. Yeah. That is, I mean, when you say bad, I mean bad. Okay, so, but I guess we don't have a choice, right? We play Clan of the Wildcat on the first turn here, since this is taunt. We reduce our mana to 2. And that is it, right? So we can pay 1 mana and draw another card. Is it worth it? Oof. Is it worth it? Just to see it, that we have another option, right? I think so, right? So we exhaust this. When you exhaust it, you just put it down. So as a reminder for you. So for us, if it's and then at this point on, if it's not, then that's our ready phase, and this is our exhaust phase. And then we draw a card. Okay, that looks better. Would have done that. Should have done that first. Should have done that first. That's fine. So now, at the end of the alliance phase, so we is the treachery phase, which in this case, resolve the treachery card. What happens is that you then draw from here, from the monster deck, and then you check the icons on the left or right side. So anything on the left basically affects leftmost of the monster lane. Anything on the right affects on the rightmost of the monster lane. So in this case, they have a +1 attack this turn. So this will be a 3 cost attack. Yikes. And then just discard this. Put that there as our discard phase. And then we go to the fight phase. So for each one, from going from left to right, resolve any abilities. If there is any fight abilities, just like this one, right? It may return clan, for example. On this one, fight, you may return Clan of the Wildcat to its owner's hand. If you do, any non-outsider monsters who was engaged with them does not deal damage during this fight. So it cancels basically that out. So which is might be good for us in this case. But then we basically just lost that 2 mana, right? Problem is he dies, and then I just, he basically just cancels to 0. The good thing is we might then be able to play Clan of the Wildcat. So if we go to 4, and then we have a 3 cost and we have a 3 cost and a 2 cost. Play him again, go down to 0. That's actually nice. That's actually good. That's actually good. So let's do that. So we will use the fight ability, which is we will just return Clan of the Wildcat to our hand, which we are doing, and he is basically negated. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any damage, and as such our castle is under. The problem is we will be moving on to the pillage phase. Pillage phase, and we will be milling 6 decks of our cards. So 1 should be it. Let's open it up. 1, ouch. 2, ouch. 3, ouch. 4, 5, 6. The turn just starts over. So this turns to the right. We get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is pretty much how the turn goes. So we continue to this point on. We summon 2 new monsters. So we go to the Horde phase. 1. So this is an attachment. It says play Yetar minions, gain +2. So Yetnar minions will actually attach to Yetnar minions, or it will just attach to itself. Attach monsters gains Pillage. Deal 1 damage to the castle for each plus on this monster. X. So we will attach it to him, right? So now he has. I think how do we I think let's do it this way, right? That's better. So because of that, he has +2 health. So he is now at 3/3. Oh, my tummy aches because of that. I'm sorry. This is gone. And we draw another one, which is an epic monster. Nice. We do get +2 mana because of this indicator. It says taunt and trample. Nice. That is very, very nice for us. Because the problem is, since these 2 has taunt, my earlier plan was dead because of it. Let's see what we can do. non-epic monsters. So we can actually play this for 7. Destroyed. Summon the card beneath non-defenders. Summon the card beneath. So I don't understand this, right? So on play, non-defenders deal 5 damage to non-defenders. If that monster would be destroyed this play, place it beneath non-defenders instead. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. So if ever this dies, it means this just goes back. This is actually better, right? 6 mana. Whew. Yeah, because we need to kill at least one of this to go through. So I think we, on our turn, on our alliance phase, I think this might be the best option, right? Play Dawn Defenders here. So it has a play action. Dawn Defenders deal 5 damage to non-epic monsters. If that monsters would be destroyed this way, place it beneath Dawn Defenders. So we will be attacking this for 5 damage. It is now dead. And we will then place it beneath Dawn Defenders. I think the problem is, if I do it that way, since this is taunt, we'll have to go through to that one. And then he will just die after because of that, and then summons it back, so it's basically a nothing. I think this is a lost cause. That is such a bad draw, right? That's such a bad start. I think maybe the better option is just to go from use Clan of the Oak first for 3. No. Let's use Clan of the Boar for 6. So we use 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And that is it. I think that's what we can do. That's what we can do. So we then use the Treachery phase again. And it is add 1 more damage on the right side. So this has a counter again, so he's up to 3 again as well. And that's it. We go to the fight phase. So we fight phase, follow through with this one. 3 damage to me, so it does 3 damage to me. To the Clan of the Boar. 1, 2, 3. And 4 damage back, and this is now dead. Because of that, we draw a card. Okay. And after the Clan of the Boar destroys the monster, remove up to 1. So he does heal, which is a good thing. This one attacks for 5 to our castle. So, ouch, that's a big one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then mill 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our deck is thinning fast, so we need to handle those minions as fast as we can. And we go back to the refresh phase. The good thing is, on this turn, it's going to 0. There's no hordes coming in. We get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And set us back to this one. And then what we can do now is try to mitigate this problem. So since we have 5 costs, we can actually play this here, maybe, I think we play it here, right? For 3, 1, 2, 3. Thing is that the good thing about it is that the Clan of the Oak, as long as the Clan of the Oak has no neighbors, they gain +1 armor. So he has +1 armor. And then for our 2 cost one, I think we will just use our Clan of the Wild Cat here. Now from this point on, sorry, Lion's Face, we we engage one of the minions. So let's try to engage the Ratamil minion. Place it here. And we pull the Yetnar minions, and we pull it here. Let's try to do it the other way around, I think, because I'm more inclined to lose the clan. Oh no, it's fine. I think it's better if this loses, because the good thing with this one is that, so we go with a 0. The good thing with this one is that this is a good thing, that if there is a monster that has no trample, negates them every time, but it costs 2. So from this point on, let's go to Treachery phase. Oof. So this is a different Treachery phase now. So this one adds a immediate spell, what we can say. Then says here, deal 1 damage to the castle. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So just do -1 in the castle there. Then we go to the fight phase. We resolve it 1 by 1. Resolve it from here. We do 4 damage to him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He does 5 to us. We dead because of it. And it does, since it's a trample, 1 damage is overflowed to our castle. We then resolve our Ratamil minions. 2 damage to this one. This is now dead because of it. It goes back to the back line. And we have 2 damage on us. This one, and this one. And this one, because we have armor, and it has 3 attacks, it'll only be 2 damage to us, but it'll be 3 full damage to this monster. And this now goes. And we then go back to pillage phase. So now we'll be only discarding 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Goes back to the refresh phase. Gain 4 mana. Summon. After that, all cards are exhausted, cards are back, and that's it. And then go back to our Horde phase, summon 1 Horde, remember? So this is a level 1 monster, Deep Stalker monster. Unplayed, Deep Stalker deals 2 damage to the castle, and it has 1 armor as well. So get back that here, put the armor here. And 1 damage to the castle. Okay, castle is okay and getting a little bit. So in order for us to kill this, we need a 4 cost card. 4 cost card. So did I just where the There we go. I thought I lost my cards. I found it somewhere there. So now we have another of this 7 cost one, spell and Korjov. This needs to be taunted back. So if we do play it here, we can kill this finally, right? We can kill it finally. We can play that here. Kill that. It will get damaged by a monster, that's fine. And yeah, thinking. And then I think we just play Korjov, Clan of the Oak here. We then use our, this maybe you use the spell, right? We play it, add 1 mana to 2 mana, it'll be 5, and then we remove 2 from the ally or the guy, so we can remove this too, so at least we do survive. And then we can either play either Korjov or Clan of the Oak. I think we play Clan of the Oak. Ooh, yes, the problem with if we do play it here, we lose our armor. And we get damage 2/2. I think that's fine, because I think we can then play this. I think Korjov is the other one that we really need to play, right? I think so. I think so. I think that might be the case. So we use our 1 mana for the spell. Add 2 mana, so 1, 2. And then remove up to 2 from an ally or from the castle. So let's remove 2. So this is played. We then play Korjov and place him here. So 1, 2, 3. Right? So because of that, this is gone. Our armor is gone. And then the thing is, we will be playing for the middle of the turn, and now after monster loses all abilities. So this will be gone because of just for this turn, right? Then we then pull 1. Let's pull the Onikai minions to Korjov. And I think that is we can use the exhaust, so we damage this for if we do, right? We can do that. We can do that. Can that happen though? I'm not sure this goes. So we use the exhaust, the attack itself, right? And then they damage each other, they die, right? They do an ally engage, they strike each other, and he dies. We then move our Clan of the Oak here after, and then pull the minion back. So we get our armor. Basically the main thing is we do not mill ourselves today again. So the only damage that we will be having is just the trample from the Great White. I think that might be the thing. I think that might be the thing. I think that is passable. Well, we will see. I think if it's a rule error or not, I'm not sure. But I think that because from the alliance phase here, it doesn't basically say take each of the options below any number of times in any order. So we can engage, we can move, and we can use exhaust abilities. So I think that's one thing. So we exhaust Korjov. So basically we just pull him down. We use 1 mana. And as this thing, an ally and a monster engage with them, strike each other. So they do strike each other. Because of that, 3 into 3, 2 into 2. So we get -2 on our Clan of the Oak. And this one dies. Because of that, we draw a card. Okay, we have options now. And from this point on, this moves to the side here, and we can then engage the Zephyrite minions. Because of that, we have no neighbors, we get +1 armor. So unless this one gets a boost during Treachery phase, we survive and we only lose 1. So if this does survive, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. But the good thing is we cleared all the monsters up before it does summon again. So let's go to the Treachery phase. Okay, it's a +1 on the Howler, right? And that's it. We then go to the fight phase. This resolves at 6-1. So that's another 5 damage to the castle. Okay, castle is bleeding now. So it's right at like 7 health left. There's 2 damage to this one. This one then dies. Good thing it doesn't have armor, which is real nice. So this is dead as well. Because of that, we draw a card. Okay, this one dies as well. So the Onikai minion and Kordra fights. Just Onikai dies because it only has 2 health from 2 attack from Kordra. Goes back. Kordra has 2 damage because of it. This one as well. 1 negates the armor, so this one just dies. Because of that, we draw 2 cards. 1, 2. That looks good. That looks good. And then Pillage phase, skip, since all our minions does not have any health. Whew. I think we can breathe in now after that because of it. And then we go back to refresh phase. This turns another clockwise, and we gain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's it. All goes to their back to their non-exhausted option, and we go to the Horde phase. So Horde, we just draw 1 card. It's an attachment. Lava Corruptor, right? Play Onikai minion. On play, Onikai minions gains +2. Okay, so they goes +2. Attach to Onikai minion. Attach monsters gains Pillage. Deal 1 damage to an ally. So that means on Pillage, on the Pillage phase, basically just deal 1 damage to an ally. So well, that's fine. We can just kill that. And I think that is it for the Horde phase. That's a pretty timid Horde phase. Good for us. So can actually do this. We can heal Kordra, right? Heal Kordra from our castle ability, because choose 1, remove up to 2 from the castle, or 1 to an ally. If we do this, I think we just heal Clan of the Oak. We have heals here. We actually do. On play, remove up to 2 from the castle and exhaust shamans. Okay. I think that's a much better option. So we use this. Play our Skytear Mine, basically spell. So play cost 1, and on play add 2 mana again, 1, 2. So it's just cycled itself. It's very nice. And remove up to 2 from an ally or from the castle. So let's just remove this 2 from the ally. Right. And then we actually pull Clan of the Oak here, right? And then we engage it, this minion, so that one dies. Is done. Did I minus No, yeah, we already did. Okay, that's good. So we can then play Clan of the Falcon. 1, 2, 3, right? Because of that. We then, on play, remove up to 1 from an ally, so it heals our Courage off. And I think that is pretty much it. So if I exhaust him, because he has an exhaust option, right? Then that Falcon neighbor gains +1 attack. We can actually destroy this, right? 3 exhaust is an exhaust, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we move on to the next one. I would actually like that. I think we then play this as well, the Shaman. Here, we could put the Shaman here. So 1, 2. Remove up to, on its play, remove up to 2 from the castle and exhaust Shaman, so he is now exhausted. So remove up to 2. Good, we're healing back. So I think this is a good recovery, because next turn we'll have 2. And then we then use Korjov's ability. We exhaust him as well, so this is exhaust, right? Pay 1 mana and ally and a monster engage with them, strike each other. So they will be engaged. We will be 1 damage because if it's a 2-1, and this is now dead. And goes back to the back line. We then draw 1 because of it. It's Clan of the Wildcat. That's not bad. We then exhaust Clan of the Falcon. Do we actually need to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually don't need to. We don't need to exhaust them. And then we resolve to the fight phase. Treachery phase, nothing, because there is no monster. There's no treachery needed. We then go to the fight phase. Fight phase. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 full damage to the portal. Yes, please. Yes, please. And then from here, at the end of the turn, when this portal is destroyed, reveal the next portal card in its upright orientation. So this portal is now gone, and this is the next portal. So from here, summon all cards in the Outsider's pile at the end of the Horde phase. At the end of the Horde phase. Okay, so we resolve everything first. It has now a +6. So if we do go to the refresh phase, we go +6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, more mana is what we do want. And then we summon 2 Horde cards. This is a level 2 monster, the Troll Crusher, and it has Taunt. That's nice. Then summon another one. It's a spell, okay? It says play, on play, Zephyrite minions gains 3 health. Yikes, okay, so 3 health. 1, 2, 3. The 2 strongest allies gain -1. Who is the strongest? Probably Korjov, right? So -1. So we will weaken him. And I would say, yes, I think this is the strongest as well, so -1 on him. And that is it. And as it says here, the end of the Horde phase, summon the Hatebringer. So this is the boss that we are trying to fight. Hatebringer, epic monster. So play the Hatebringer, strikes the ally he's engaged with. On play, Hatebringer strikes the ally he's engaged with. Otherwise, if the Hatebringer is not engaged, He strikes the castle. I guess just strike the castle for in my case. I don't care. He strike the castle. Oof, okay. What do we do? What do we do? Ready and ready again. So we exhaust shamans first on our alliance phase. Sorry, it's alliance phase. We exhaust this. We add 1 mana. More options for us. It's armor 2. Wow, I forgot about that. Armor 2. So it's basically you need to do a full 5 attack. Full 5 attack. So it'll be 4. Is this permanent? Is that, I think, is that permanent? No, the things are right. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope, sorry. Just doing a little bit of rule clarification here. Yeah, I don't think that is permanent. You can actually play him. Put him to 5. You can actually play him. Actually, if I just use the ally guard, right? We do 5 damage to that one. Pull him back. Yeah, I think that might be like the case. You use a 7 cost one. Full damage to him, pull him here, so this one just full damage. We can then attack him, Hatebringer. If we die, it doesn't matter for us. Right? If the outsider dies, does it come out immediately or what? Because it just doesn't say, right? Okay, yeah. It comes out after. Cool. So I think that might be the best play. So we play for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do 5 damage. Actually, we do 5 damage to him. No, it says non-epic. So we do 5 damage to this dude. And this goes under him. He dead. And then we can... yes. And then we then exhaust this. Clan of the Falcon gains +1, so we just actually remove this So it goes to 3 and 1 armor, right? We then pull the Zephyrite minion back here, right? So we can get 3 damage. That's okay. We can actually then pay 1 mana. 1 mana. We then fight him, and we just kill this after. 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is an actual 8 already. I would actually like that. That would be much better. Yes. So we exhaust Kordrov using 1 mana. They both fight. So we know there's not much treachery. So 5 damage to this dude. See, he is now dead, even with his armor, right? And we get 4 damage on our defender of Dawn of Defenders. 4 damage. Just have to make sure that he survives. And I think that is it, right? I think that is it. Yes. Korshov will die if we do it that way. Because he has 3 attack and we have 2 health and 1 armor. We can just go through him. It's 2 damage on this dude. Which I actually don't care, right? Yeah, why not? So get pulled there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is fine. I'll take that. Sorry. Since the Hatebringer died, we draw a card. Tower. Not bad. And then we resolve the Treachery phase. Plus 1 damage. So he is now plus a 4/3, right? So he attacks for 4. We have 1 armor, so he attacks for 3, right? So 2 damage on this dude, and 1 damage on our castle. And then that 3 damage back, and he is now dead. We draw another card because of that. And this one is dead. Thank you, Clan of the Oak, for being such a good card. We then do 5 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the actual last portal is dead because of it. So we go to the last portal. It says summon all cards in Asarpa at the end of the Horde phase again. We go to +4. But it doesn't do anymore. It doesn't summon anything, so we don't need to rotate it. So it means we will only be fighting the Hatebringer. So we go to the Pillage phase, no Pillage. We go to Refresh, they all go up. Right? Horde phase, nothing. No Horde. And we summon the Hatebringer. The Hatebringer gains +1 attack and trample for the remainder of the turn. Then goes here. He has 3 freaking armor. Okay. And has +1 attack. So he's now a 6. Sorry, I forgot. We have 4 mana. And in order to deal with, I think we will be doing it in 2 phases, right? I think we will be doing it in 2 phases. To a monster and its neighbor. So, but the problem is if it's 2 damage, it has a armor. The problem is it has armor. Each turn, here's a rules configuration for armor. Each turn prevents a number of damage that card would take equal to the armor value. If the incoming damage is reduced to 0, the card is not damaged. Example, a card with armor 2 prevent 2 damage for even 1 damage twice each turn. Armor and Pierce token may be used as a reminder for value or armor left on the card. This means every damage, right? Yes, because that's why it's armor, so it just refreshes. So in order to kill it, you'd be like always doing 3 or 5. So we need big guns. I think he is the biggest gun that we do have. And we need to heal first, I think. So first we exhaust our shaman, draw 1. I think that might be the thing. We move them side by side like this, right? We then play him here, right? We move him here. Sorry, we are already on the alliance phase. We exhaust him. We have +1 armor because of that, and he gets +1 attack. So he's now a 6, right? He's now a 6. We need 7 to kill him. We need 7 to kill him. We then play this one, Speak with the Spirits for 2. We choose 2. An ally gains +2, which we will actually want to have. So he is now on 8. Right? And I think let's use the remove up to 4. It doesn't matter if he dies. Right? Because this will kill him. Just make sure that nothing goes past. Because we have 1. Yeah, I think we remove 4. So we remove this. Go to like that. And then, what can we do? I think that is much it, right? That's the only thing we can do. We can actually pay 1 mana, exhaust him, and they just fight just right now. Because we have 8 damage. He currently has 7 health total because of the armor. And he does 6 damage to me. Actually, then that's it. The game ends from there, right? So we use Karjov, 1 mana. Because of it, sorry, this is gone. Because it's only 1 has ally. 8 damage back means the outsider is dead, and he does 6 damage to us. 6, so basically 2 only. So 6 damage to us, basically 5 because of the armor. And since we only have 1 health, 4 overflows to here, and it goes back to 15. We're still alive, and we do kill the Hatebringer. Hey! And after that, and that's the game. Hope that was a clear gameplay playthrough of Skytear Horde. Actually been playing the Renegade for the past one. Maybe I'll try to do a combination of the others, because I have only played so far. It's just the blue deck, which is the Lyothan Shapeshifters, and I'll try to go through the others at some point again and go from there. It usually is a quick game. They say 30 minutes plus, but as I like to always think aloud and go through my turns. Okay. Hope you join me again next time, and I hope the clarifications phase, the turn, the structure above, hope help. And let's see. Bye.